Hey everybody, this is Jim the Tabletop Engineer and welcome to a new playthrough video. Today I am playing 5 Leagues from the Borderlands. If you watched the last video, I rolled up today's scenario, so let me explain it to you. I have my 4 heroes and 2 followers lined up on this edge. And over here, I have 9 thugs and 1 sergeant lined up along this side. The sergeant is the one with the gray base. Everyone else has a black, well, not him. He just has a bigger base. He's got 3 soldiers and then 3 over here and 3 over here. The 2 with slings are right here. They have crossbows, so I'm using them as slings. And the story is I got hired to come to this location to rescue a fellow town member by the townsfolk of, and I can't remember the name of it. I've got it right here. Hang on, I'll tell you. It was, well, I say that. I don't see the name of it. They sent me to rescue someone. And who is that? Well, it turns out that little Timmy here wants to join the big bad army. And he has run off and said he's joining up. They will be very upset when they discover it is a kid that has contacted them about signing up. And right now he is hiding in this abandoned building here, and I need to make sure he is at the exact halfway point. This is 36, 18 is right, yeah, close enough. All right, so he is outside the building, and all I need to do is get to him, say your mama misses you, and get him off the field. The problem is I'm outnumbered 6 to 10. So I'm not quite sure how I'm going to do this, but we're going to play it out and we're going to see. So what I'm going to do to give myself a slight, well, I wouldn't say advantage, I am going to have Timmy, he will move. He will move randomly. He knows that he made a mistake. When he sees these big bad guys showing up, he knows. So what he's going to do is he's going to move randomly, but he's always going to try to move into cover. And he'll never move closer to the bad guys, but he can possibly move left, right, or back. So we'll play it like that. Sometimes you got to burn a story point, which is what I'm going to do to tell a story. So Timmy's having second thoughts. On his turn, now he will activate... I'll activate during the fast phase. He will activate on the enemy phase with the enemies, and then I'll activate on the slow phase. So hopefully he might start moving back towards me when he sees them appear. All right, as with any 5 leagues, 5 parsecs game, it starts with the fast phase or the quick phase. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to turn to page, let me find it here real quick. The battle round. Okay, it's on page 29 if you have the book. I have my character sheet open on my iPad. And so just so you remember, I have 5 fighter types and 1 mystic who can cast spells. So let's go ahead and roll for the initiative phase. I'm rolling 6 dice. 1 for each one of my crew, and what I'm looking for is 1s and 2s. Oh, that was good. I got 2 1s and a 2. So I will assign those. Now I want my fast people to go get him, and that means probably my captain. He's got an axe and a shield. Just there's really not an easy way for you to know who's who, but this is me. This is my main guy. He has a reaction, an agility of 2. And the 1s, what I'm going to try to do is distract them and pull them towards me by making a lot of noise. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to send, who's my fastest? The followers are just standard 4. Okay. 4, 4, 4. They're all 4s. Everybody else is 4. Only my main guy is 6. And he can sprint for 9 for a 6 and 3. So let's give them to, I don't want to send my mystic. I'll send it to 1 follower and my other follower. I'm going to tell them to go to the sides as fast as they can and make noise to try to pull them away. So on my turn, I will move this follower. He can move 4 and 2 for a total of, hold on, is that right? Let me double check that. The followers, generating followers, okay. Each follower maybe, followers wear one wears light armor, okay. Followers have the same basic profile as heroes, but do not begin with any ability scores. Okay, so the followers all are, for their stats, their move, and I'm saying they're human, so that would be, yeah, 4-3. Okay, so they can sprint for 7. I don't know why I didn't have this written down in here. I'm going to do it right now. So agility is 1, speed is 4/3, combat is +0, and toughness is 3. Actually, the toughness of one of them is 4 because one of the followers has light armor. And if I remember right, that will give him a slight bonus to hit. I'll check that before I go. All right, so 7 inches is the max he can move. And remember, I'm trying to make a lot of noise. So I'm going to go straight up 7 inches, and I'm going to stay behind cover. So there's a tree here. There's a tree. I can move 6.5 will get me all the way to the tree. Still in cover. This guy can move 7, and I'm going to move him under the awning of the house, like that. And I'm going to change the die to 6 to indicate they have moved. And then my captain knows that Tommy's hiding in the building. That's where the letter he told his mom that he was supposed to meet his contact in the building. So Tommy's going to move around, but I don't know that. But I am going to move. My fastest, which is 6+3, is 9. I am moving 9 inches, which puts me right here. I'm going to go behind these crates for cover. And that is the end of my turn. All right. This guy's not dumb. He's not sure he believes that... well, let's see what Tommy does first. All right, so Tommy's right here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to roll a D10, and the D10 is going to point me in the direction that Tommy runs. Now, Tommy's a kid, so what I'll do is I'll set his speed to 4. Well, I mean, an adult is 4-3, so let's do his move is 3-1. 3-1. He's not so fast. All right, and he will move in the direction of this unless it points towards the enemy. In that case, I will re-roll. So he's going to move back this way 4 inches. So he'll go 1 and then 3, puts him right here. Now my captain can see him, but I have to come into base contact with him to show him the note from Mom saying, get your butt home. All right, Tommy has moved, and now these guys. All right, first off, the enemies on the side, they all move 6-2, so they can move 8. So I'm going to have them go this way, them go this way. So 8 inches puts him right here, and sort of right behind. These guys are going to go 8 there. Sorry, I should show you this. 8 would put him straight there, and 8 will put him, I'll just keep them together. They're staying together. All right, they're spanning out. They're going to rob houses, steal some produce from the wagons, do what bad people do. Everybody's sleeping. They're doing this. I don't know if they're sleeping. It's everybody's gone into hiding. They saw them coming. They've locked their doors. These guys are just here to steal some fruit and vegetables and to get this recruit and then get back home. They don't know that I'm coming. Okay, so the sergeant, he's more cautious. He can move. Well, he's got the same movement. He's got a higher combat. He can move 6-2, so he can move 8. So 8, knowing that he wants to stay in cover, he's going to move up here. This guy's going to move here. He's going to move here. And this one will move up high. And the only thing that they can see right now he's under the awning. but he wants to get their attention, and he's got it. They've moved up. They see him underneath here. They see Tommy running. Now, they just assume it's a kid. They don't know that that's their new recruit. And now it is slow phase, which is my remaining 3 guys. So I'm going to send my warrior here, who has a movement 4-3. He can move 7. I'm going to send him up behind the tree. It's not quite 7, but he'll stop early. He's going to come up here. And my knight, I call him my knight because that's what he looks like. He is going to move 7 this way. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah. And my wizard, my mystic, is going to move up and stay in cover. She'll move here. Does she want to cast a spell? She has frightened. Oh, well, let's get to the spells here. The spells are, she's got frighten, which is probably not going to work. If an enemy took casualties this turn, nope, won't be that one. Waylay, 1 enemy patrol. The patrol does not move this round. When next activated, they will begin moving towards a random exploration. This is 1 enemy patrol. See site battle scenario. Okay. I don't know if I can do that one. And then fortune. What is fortune? The mystic may choose to re-roll all of the following: a ranged roll to hit, melee roll to hit, a proficiency test, and may force an enemy to re-roll a successful overcome. That's interesting, but it's a personal. It's against me. So I may not be able to do that. So right now she's going to hold her spells, and that is the end of turn number 1. And the enemy is definitely getting closer. All right, let's go ahead and go to fast phase. I need to roll 6 dice. Let me collect all these, and we will roll 6 dice to see what we get. I need 1s and 2s. 1s and 2s. I got 2 2s. That's not really helpful. It does get my captain where he needs to be. I'll give it to my captain. And the other agility, I do not have anyone else that has it. So this is a wasted roll. I cannot give that to anybody. So only the captain will move. The captain can move 9. He will, well, actually he moves 6, which is not going to get him there. So he will have to double move to Tommy. And Tommy will not move. Tommy will have to read the note from his mama. And that is the end of the turn. Ugh. All right. Come back over here to the enemy phase. These guys see the captain. Now, none of them have ranged weapons, so they will all move. They want to move into cover. They can, if they dash, it's got to be to cover, and they're not going to. So this one will move up. This one will move up, and this one will move up. They yell over to their captain. We see somebody straight ahead. They're done. These guys see my archer over there, who will fire on the slow phase. They see him with the bow. They will move to cover. He will move here. He will move here, and this one will move here. And the captain will order the sling. There is cover. I do have cover from this bush. He will have him move over 4. Actually, no, he's a sling. He's a ranged weapon, so he can only move half. If he moves 2, can he see me? He can. He can also see Tommy, but he's going to target me because I've got the weapon. So with a sling, it's a ranged weapon. Let me look this up because I want to make sure I do this correct. The sling weapons. Okay, maybe it's in the back of the book. Here we go, weapons, sling. Sling is a range of 10. Uh-oh, he's not going to be able to do that. Oh, wait a minute, he might. Let's see. Oh, no, it's 13 inches, so he cannot. But he will on his next turn. Sling guy here will move up and into cover. The other one will hop down and double move into cover, and the captain and the the sergeant will also move up and into cover. So they're coming. I've got to win next turn in order to convince Tommy to come with me. All right, so what I can do now is slow phase everybody else. All right, my archer, he could fire at them, but it's not going to do much good. They're both in they're all in cover. So instead, what I'm going to do is I'm going to move 7 around here, or I'm going to move up and taunt them. I think that's what I'll do. I'll just move up. I'm going to move up behind this wagon, and I'm going to start calling them really, really bad names. I'm trying to get their attention off of this side. My knight is going to sprint. They can see my knight. I think they can see my knight. Not really. Not until he gets here. They're going to see one of my figures move 4-3, which is 7. They're going to see one of my guys book this way, heavily armored, and they know he's coming around this way. So that should hold their attention. These two want to move into cover. They can move 4-3, which is 7. This one can move over here behind the wagon, and he'll start calling them bad names. And this one right here can move 7, and he's going to move up behind this for cover and also start calling them bad names. All right, that is it. Did I move? Tommy didn't move because my captain's showing him a letter. So now we go to fast phase again. What I really need here is a 1 or a 2 to get my captain moving. I got a 1 and a 2, which is really good. Now remember, Tommy's slow, so I got to provide cover for him. I'll give the captain the 2, and I'm going to give this guy the 1 because I want to pull their attention this way. The captain showed him the letter. He read it, and he says, if you want to get home to your mama and not go with these ugly brutes, you better come with me. And he turns around, and he's going to run to the... Now, Tommy can only move 4, sprinting. So he's going to stay with him. He says, come with me, kid. 4. So the captain will move with him, providing cover, and that is all he can do. This guy is going to really insult their mamas, and he is going to run. He can go 4-3. He can go 7. He's going to move all the way over here behind the wagon. And they see him. So hopefully their attention is off of this guy. They see the boy. They're like, it's a boy. The captain is going to go in the building and learn that his contact is not here. So now, slow phase, or enemy phase, these guys, can they move 7? They can just about get there. 4 plus 3, hold on, their move is 6, no, 8. 8 will get this one all the way up to cover. This one gets sort of right beside him, and this one can go not quite there. He saw that they have no range. He's just going to run straight up. They're going to try to outnumber me. All right. The sling guy, I've got cover here. If he moves his full 8, he would be within 10. So, but the problem is then he's open to, he doesn't know, well, the captain orders him to do it. He can move, well, he's got a sling, so he can only move maximum of 2 inches. But that puts him still out of range. He can't do it. So he moved 2, and that means he can move 6 more. And on his next, unless I get in cover, he can take a shot on his next turn. He's definitely within 10 inches, right? Oh, yeah. The captain, there's a door right here. The captain runs in to the building, and he's using whatever he's saying. We're here, come on, come out. These 2 guys are going to move up to guard the doorway, and they see the sling guy. The sling guy indicates where I am. This one right here does not have a ranged weapon. He sees me, but he sees me with the boy, so he's not going to come at me. Or he's going to, he'll let the sling guy take a lucky shot. But these guys, they are getting really angry, so they can move up. This one can move here. This one, 8 in, yep, can totally move here. And this one is going to go 3, 5. He's coming this way because he saw I was coming around the corner. And that is the end of the enemy phase. Slow phase is pretty much everyone else. All right. The knight will shift over here, and he will use some, well, he's going to stay in cover, and he taunts this one. The bow guy is going to retreat a little bit, and he'll take a shot. This guy's in cover. He's got half cover. I'll take the shot. Now, no, I can't because I moved more than 2. So I tell you what I'll do. I'll move 2, then I'll take the shot. So the longbow range of 24. Okay, he is +0, +0. So the way this works is I just roll a d6, and because he's in cover, and within range of the weapon, I have to roll a, what do I have to roll? I think it's a 5 to score a hit. If you're within weapon range and concealed, it's a 6. I got to roll a natural 6 to hit him, and I did not. So he misses. The mystic over here, who needs to do something, I just don't have any good spells. Frighten. Frighten's not going to work. Man, just not a whole lot to choose from here. I need to mark the spell page so I remember what's what. Come on, where's the spells? They were up here with the... Here we go. Frighten. If the enemy took any casualties, they must roll additional 1. No, so that doesn't work. Waylay doesn't work. And Fortune doesn't work. I got no real good spells. I think I rolled these randomly, so I don't think I picked them. I'll have to go back and look. Did I pick them? I can't remember. If I picked them, I picked poorly. All right, she is just standing there in case her captain needs her. She knows that this guy is... She just saw him shoot, so she is going to move her full 4 + 3 is 7. She's going to move over here at the corner of the building to provide assistance if they need it. Now, this guy is going to... He's going to... It looks like I'm going to have some combat here, so because I don't think they're going to be able to get away, or they need to hold. So he's just going to move 4, and he sees them, and he'll move 2 back and call the front one a really, really bad word. He wants to pull him over here. All right, he already moved, he moved, they did, and that is it. That is the slow phase. All right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Time for the fast phase. I got a single 2, which does help. The captain, that's it. The captain will move. All right, the captain and Tommy can move 4 inches. That's it. He's staying with him. So Tommy moves to right here, right there, and the captain moves with him, providing cover, and we're almost off the board, so we're almost there. But it is the enemy phase. They've seen that I have no weapons, so what we're going to do here is I'm going to show you how melee combat works. Once again, I moved out of range of the sling guy. We'll get to him in a minute. This guy can move a total of 6 + 2 is 8. He can actually move up here. Now, he doesn't come into base contact, but he is within a ½ an inch, and I think that's enough to do melee combat. Let me double check, but I'm pretty sure that when 2 characters enter melee combat takes place as a base contact or as close as the pose of the miniature will allow. Yeah, because if I turn it like this, I'm just going to say they're in melee. All right, so the melee rules are interesting for this game. They are on page 40. So he's initiating attack. Well, he moved his full move, so he can't. So on the next turn, I will be the attacker. I will step in and be the attacker. The problem is this one. If he moves 6, well, if he moves, it's right over the thing, he can move 6. And then, of course, he would move into combat as well. But he double moved, so he doesn't have anything. This one is going to move closer into cover. Now, the sling guy, if he moves 2 inches, he is within 10. So he can fire his sling. His combat is +0. I am within range, and I'm not in cover. So it's a 5 or higher. He needs a 5 or higher to hit me. He rolled a 6. Okay, so he does hit me, my captain. The way this works is, now let me get over here. Okay, so he got the hit. Roll to overcome armor. Do I have armor? I don't think I do. Don't think I do. Let me see. Armor. No, I do not. So what I'm going to do is I have to roll to see if the hit overcomes my toughness. He's no damage modifier. I may have to spend a story point here. If he rolls a 4 or higher, he kills the captain. He rolled a 4. So normally that would kill my captain. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to burn a story point, and I'm going to change it that the captain had partial cover with the trees, knowing that I'm being targeted. And I'm going to make him roll again for the shot. So now he has to roll a 6 or higher. He rolled a 1 and he missed. That's what you're supposed to do with story points. Don't save them up. I've only got 1 left because I burned 1 to implement the rule about Tommy and running and stuff, and then I just burned another one to keep my captain alive. So I'm down to one story point. But again, you can't take them with you. If your characters all die, the story points aren't going to help you. So the captain avoided the shot. Let's keep going. So the sergeant steps out of the building and he says there's nobody in there, and this one says, "What about the kid?" And he says, "Go get him." So this guy will move 8, which puts him, he's close. And then he sees combat over here. He's gonna move his full 8, and so will this guy. Okay. All right. Well, these guys over here. Let's come over here. This one sees the night. He will move a full 8. Actually, no, he won't. He'll move into cover. He doesn't want to stay. They're not supposed to move where they're still in the open. These two, he can move into cover. And this one can move all the way up to the house, can't he? Yeah, he can. He can go all the way up to the house. So they're coming at me. I think it's time to get off the field. All right, that is it for the enemy phase. Slow phase, all my guys. This guy can move 7. He will pull all the way back. My Mystic will pull all the way back. And I'm just assuming that back here is like heavy, dense coverage. They wouldn't try to chase me in here. And the Knight is going to move over here to the corner. These guys. Now I've got to do the combat. Okay, so let's do it. So this is called, this is melee combat, hand-to-hand or whatever, a brawl, I think in other terms. So the attacker is going to be me. It says roll a d6, add their combat score. This is to resolve the exchange. They both have just standard weapons, so we don't have to do anything about that. Step 1 is select a weapon. It'll be the same every time. Step 2, select tactic. I could fight defensively, fight evasively, or fight furiously. The problem is if I fight furiously and I lose, he triggers a hit on me. If I fight defensively, I get to roll twice and I pick the best roll. If I win, I don't inflict any hits. I just fought defensively. And it also says that the enemy can't counterattack. And if I fight evasively, if I win, I inflict no hits, but I may move 2 inches, ending the melee. What do I want to do here? Let's see. I want to fight him. So I'm going to... So you roll the combat bonus. In this case, they both are +0. I can choose... Time is up for this video. What I will do is I will pick this up in the next episode. I try to keep these under 30 minutes. So this is Jim, the Tabletop Engineer. Thanks for joining me, and I'll be back in a week with the next episode. Everybody, take care.
Check out the new RPG and Wargame newsletter. Each week the Tabletop Engineer shares news, products, Kickstarters, and much more related to the gaming hobby. It's free to subscribe, so check out the link in the video description below to sign up.